What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the third video in the series Instagram tips and tricks, and you guys are gonna like this one because this is my most asked question ever of all time. How do I gain followers? So before we jump into the video, I just want to say that I am not an expert. I do not have a magical recipe or answer for you. I just made an Instagram account one day and I learned things over the years that I can share with you to help grow your following. Just remember that everybody starts at zero. So every Instagram account that has ever been created has always started at 0 followers, right? When you make your account, it's brand new. Nobody starts with followers. So give yourself a break and be okay with starting at 0 and slowly gaining followers. That's how everybody does it. Unless you're like Selena Gomez or Justin Bieber, obviously they have celebrity status and they can grow their account overnight. But trust me, unless you're one of them, your account is not going to just grow overnight. You're not going to wake up to thousands of followers. It's just not going to happen. So just remember that it's a journey and it's going to take time. Let yourself be okay with gaining followers slowly. All those accounts that you see that like randomly jump up in followers, they're cheating, and those are all the bad ways to do it. I'll tell you how not to gain followers. You definitely don't want to fall for all those scams where they message you and say, like this post and pay this amount of money and we will get you all these followers. Do not do that. That's bad. That's scary. I don't know. I think they hack your account or something. I don't know. But if they guarantee you that they can get you thousands of followers with a small amount of money or even a large amount of money, don't fall for that. So the first tip I have for you is going to sound kind of silly, but think about all the accounts that you really like following, all the people that you like following. What makes their account stand out to you and what do you like about them? Most likely your answer was that they are relatable and you feel connected to them in some way. I know that personally. I follow a bunch of moms or teachers who have, thousands of followers, and yet I still feel like I know them even though I've never met them, right? That's because they're real. They don't get on there and try and put on a show. Maybe some days they do, but for the most part, they share life's highs and lows. People want to relate to you. They want to see that you're just like them. So when you post stories and you're all dolled up with makeup and you're talking about how great your life is, it's hard for people to connect to that because life ain't always great, right? But if you get on and you look like a hot mess and you're talking about how you failed at cooking dinner, or you had a bad day at school, your dog peed on the couch, I don't know, anything like that, people can relate to that, and that is always when I get the most messages or most comments, when I post something very relatable and very honest. I've also followed accounts in the past that, look pretty from the outside, and then once you see their stories or their posts, everything just looks too good and too crisp and too clean, and it's not relatable, and I've actually unfollowed them just because it's not really something that I want to see. So my first tip to you is just be relatable, be honest, be yourself on Instagram. My second tip is interact with like accounts. So if you have a teacher Instagram like me, then what you should be interacting with is other teacher accounts or other parents, educators, anything like that. So when I see people post something that I like, I always try and like and comment on it, because not only am I supporting them in their Instagram journey, but when you comment on something and people are scrolling through Instagram, maybe they're reading the comments or it just might pop up on their feed. They see you and they might think, who is this? And click on your page. I know that I've done that on other people's Instagram pages, especially ones that I like. So I have a few friends on Instagram who I always see their stuff, and if people have commented on it, I sometimes click on them just to see who they are and end up following them. So comment, like, and share any posts that are similar to yours, and hopefully that those people will then do you a favor and do the same. Okay, let's talk about giveaways, because I get this question a lot. Are giveaways good, and do they help you gain followers? Yes, giveaways can definitely help you gain followers, but it kind of just depends on how much you want to pay and what giveaways you're in. So at first, I would just get messages about giveaways and I would think, yes, this is the best thing ever, I'm in, however much money it costs, whatever. But then I started to learn about giveaways, and I realized that you should look for a few things if you're going to do a giveaway. So the first one is the buy-in, which is how much money they charge you to be part of the giveaway. I always stay $20 or under. If it's more than that, I just feel like it's not worth it, because I've never been in a giveaway that gets you more than 1,000 followers, and that's even once I have like 30,000 followers. So I would say try and stay under $20, or I mean even less if you don't want to spend that much money. Number 2 is look at the follower count. So most giveaways will say this giveaway is for people with 10,000 or higher followers, or 5,000 or higher, or 30,000 or higher. So if you are in a giveaway, I mean, if you don't have a lot of followers, then obviously you're gonna have to start lower. But if you do have 10,000 or more followers and somebody asks you to be in a giveaway and it has no follower limit, they might be putting you in there with other accounts that have maybe 200 or 300 followers. So when you guys all share the post, they're only exposing 200 people to your account. That might sound petty, but I'm just saying if you're spending money on something, then it should be with like accounts who all have similar followers and can share your page to even more people. And the third thing I usually look for is what they're giving away, because there's definitely giveaway items that do way better than others. Any Apple products always do really well. Gift cards or money, things like that do really well. I haven't seen too many actual items such as like flexible seating or books or anything do super well, but it also just depends on the giveaway account that you're running it through. Some giveaway accounts have more followers than others, so those giveaways do fine on their pages, whereas other giveaway accounts with less followers, they don't do so well. The thing about giveaways is people are gonna follow you because they want to win the item, right? That's the point of the giveaway. But that doesn't mean they're gonna stay around. So just because you gain 500 to 1,000 followers in 2 days doesn't mean that they're gonna stick around. I know personally, I think on average, I gain about 800 followers per giveaway. But on the next few weeks, I usually lose about 300, and that could be, you know, anybody on my page. It doesn't mean they necessarily joined for the giveaway, but most times you end up losing a few hundred afterwards. So is it worth the money? I don't know. That's kind of up to you, because you do gain a good amount, but you also do lose some. I'm not saying don't do giveaways. I've done plenty of giveaways, and I will continue to do giveaways in the future because it is a good way to get your name out there and to gain some followers. But I'm just saying be cautious, and definitely don't get yourself involved in giveaways that are not going to benefit you. Last thing about giveaways, I promise, and then we'll move on. Don't be the account that only posts giveaways. I have followed plenty of accounts that I'll click on their page and they don't really have any content. They just post giveaway after giveaway to gain all these followers. So they might have 40,000 followers, but if I clicked on their page, I'm like, wait, why did I follow them again? They have nothing to show for it. So I would say don't do more than one giveaway a month, but if you're trying to gain followers quickly, maybe you do a few and then you stop. I don't know. But basically, don't be the page that just posts giveaways, because if people follow you and then all they see that you're posting is giveaways, they probably will unfollow you. My next tip to gain followers is share free content on your page. So share free printables, free bulletin boards, free stuff. People like free, right? Especially teachers, we love free. For example, on my page I have a Teachers Pay Teachers store linked to my Instagram, and I post things on there all the time. Obviously, I make money off of it, but to draw people to my store or to my page, I share free things. So a lot of the gift tags that I do, since those don't take me too much time and people really like those, I post them for free. That way, when people use them, they're tagging me in it, right? So if I post a gift tag for Halloween and 300 people download it, and then maybe 10 of them, maybe more, but at least 10 of them post on their Instagram story or page their gift with the tag on it and say, I got this from Miss Curtis's classroom, then they're basically advertising my page for free, right? Because I didn't pay them to do that, and they just went to my Teachers Pay Teachers store and got that gift tag. Another example of that is for Black History Month this year. I made a door decoration all about Black History Month, obviously, and I put it up on Teachers Pay Teachers for free. A ton of people downloaded it, and a really good amount of people actually posted to their Instagram story or their Instagram feed of the door that they made with my decoration. So then they tagged me in it, I got to share it, and then basically, again, free advertising. It was sending people to my store on Teachers Pay Teachers to get that free product, and to my Instagram page, to my Instagram page to see that my door. it was sending people to my Teachers Pay Teachers store to get that product and to my Instagram to see my original door and how I decorated it. So I do remember gaining a good amount of followers during that time, and I knew it was because I posted that door decoration and people were using it. I'm not saying post something that you worked really hard on for free. That's not the way to go, because obviously you want to make money on that. But something that can be quick, like a gift tag or a bulletin board, those are always good things that people will use in their classroom and actually post pictures of it. If it's a free worksheet, they're not necessarily going to post a picture of it, so don't waste your time with that. They might share it, but overall they probably won't post it to their Instagram story if it's not something cute. Another thing that I did was a share group, or a comment group is what some people call them. It's basically where you get a bunch of like accounts together. So if I'm a teacher, I had 10 other teacher grammars together, and every time one of us would post to our feed, we would send it in the group, and then everybody has to go like and comment on it. It just kind of boosts your engagement. I have read on Instagram that they're looking out for that, basically, so like if they see the same person comment on all your posts, that they're not going to count that as engagement. But I kind of think they're saying that just to scare you, because that's kind of a lot of work on their part, honestly. I will say those groups take a lot of time, and sometimes you feel like you're not getting the same investment that you're putting into it. So if you get on there every time someone posts within the first hour and you comment and like on it, but then they don't do that same thing back to you, it's kind of a waste. I've definitely been in groups like that where people have commented 2 days later, and I just don't feel like that's fair. So make sure that you're in a group where everyone is contributing, and if not, I would leave the group. There's also shout out groups or share groups, whatever you want to call them, where people just post to their story. So there might be 10 of you in a group, and for 10 weeks you're sharing one person in the group each week to your stories. You're just saying, you know, follow my friend, blah blah blah, here's why she's great. I did find that worked depending on the group I was in, but honestly not enough to do it every week or be in another share group. I feel like I did my time in comment and share groups, and I probably would not get into them again just because it is a lot of work. Hi, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You want me to come pick you up? That was one of my students. She was bored, so she interrupted my video, but oh my gosh, I love when they call me. It's so cute. But anyways, back to business. Last piece of advice I have for gaining followers is to search hashtags. So I know hashtags were big like a while ago, it seems like, but on Instagram they're still very relevant, and I will show you guys what I mean by this. So if you go to your phone and you search, you click the little magnifying glass, that's search, and then go up to the top and you go to tags, that means hashtags, and then you type in teacher. Oh, I spelled teacher wrong. Awkward. So it shows you all these teacher hashtags. So if I click on Teachers of Instagram at the top, anybody who used the hashtag Teachers of Instagram on their post will come up. So there we go, right at the top, Sanders in second, Maniacs in the middle. They both use the hashtag Teachers of Instagram, so that when people click on this, they can find your page. So what I do, or what my husband does for me sometimes, because he's really funny about that, is he'll get on here and search like Teachers of Instagram, and then he'll go through and he'll like any of the posts on here that I haven't liked, because not only does that help other teacher Instagrammers, but once you like someone's post and they don't know who you are, or maybe they don't follow you, they're gonna be like, oh, who is that? Miss Curtis's classroom? They liked my picture. And they're gonna click on you, and then if they like your page, they're gonna follow you. So going through the hashtags is an easy way to not only like other people's things so they follow you, but also see which hashtags are good to use on your posts. So what I do is, there's plenty of apps that do this, but if you don't have any apps that do this, you can just go to your notes and you can type in hashtag teacher, hashtag teachers of Instagram, hashtag I teach too. And then every time you post, you just copy and paste it to the bottom of your post. And that way, when people go to the search bar and they search teachers of Instagram, your post is gonna come up. So they can find you that way too. I hope some of these tips helped you a little bit, but just remember that, like I said, everybody starts at zero and it's gonna take time. But also, next week I'm gonna talk about content and how to make your page look pretty and what to post, because at the end of the day, that's why people are gonna follow you. They want to see what you're doing, and if they like it, they're gonna hang around. If they don't, and you maybe just post pictures of your dogs all the time or just selfies all the time, they might unfollow you because that's not what they're there to see. So next week I will talk all about content and what I post and how I figure out what I'm going to post. So make sure you don't miss that video. Subscribe to my channel now. Follow me on Instagram at Miss Curtis's Classroom. And then I will see you guys next week.